I'm Vanessa and we are heading into travel season for families again. So I figured now would be a great time to kind of sit down and talk to you about the best items that I personally experienced firsthand to travel with. Because while obviously I work with a lot of these items every day, I've also managed to get a lot of frequent flyer miles with both of my kids in a very short period of time. So hopefully some of my expertise and experience can help you out. First of all, I want to say that I'm going to talk today about traveling with a child that's basically under 1 year old. I have lots of information for older kids as well, but under 1 year is what I'm really focusing on right now. And when you travel with under 1 year and you're taking an airplane, that can seem really daunting to a lot of people. First and foremost, fear not. It actually is not that bad. You just have to have the right items and be properly prepared, and it really is pretty smooth sailing. So to start, I want to talk about the car seat. I recommend, if you can swing it, you should get a seat for your child on the airplane. Now I know you're thinking, but maybe it's a short ride, maybe it's only I'm going from New York to Florida, it's pretty quick. No, if you can afford it, I say, get a seat for your child. It's safer for the child to be in their own seat on the plane, strapped in, so if you do hit turbulence, you don't have to worry about, any injuries or anything like that. And it's also obviously more comfortable for you to have that space to work with. So you're gonna have your infant car seat. I recommend bringing a stroller with you that allows you to snap your infant car seat onto the stroller while you're walking through the airport. That's going to really help you get to the gate. And you'll know that, this is just a little experience tip, that when you are going through security, you bring the handle down, you obviously take your baby out, and you're going to flip the seat over with the baby not in it, and it's going to go right through most airport conveyor belts for the x-ray machine. And your stroller is also going to go through that machine as well. You fold that up and you put it on the belt and it's going to go through. I recommend always traveling with a travel bag for your stroller. If you've purchased a stroller similar to a lot of the strollers that we sell at my stores, Nestle Baby, then I recommend the reason you would get a stroller bag is because those strollers are very expensive. They're, high-end strollers, and you don't want them damaged. You don't want grease on them. You don't want to take them out when you get to your destination and find out that you now have 3 wheels instead of 4. And guess what? The airline does not care. So invest in the travel bag. And what I always say is you put this on the stroller while you're traveling through the airport. If your stroller seat comes off, you put the stroller seat in the travel bag and you wheel that bag through the airport. If that sounds complicated, when the time comes, if you're shopping with us, there will always be a personal concierge to help you, to talk everything through with you before you go on the plane ride. So it's another perk of shopping at one of our stores. So, all right, I personally have traveled with the Bugaboo Chameleon and the Orbit G3 travel system. I've gone mostly places that are Caribbean, so I'm going to focus a little bit on talking about Caribbean type places where it was warm weather and sand and things like that. So I would say both of those strollers are full-size strollers. They travel extremely well as long as they're in their travel bag, and I'm really happy with them once they reach the destination because I feel like I'm not sacrificing anything I love, want, and need with my stroller at home because they are some of my primary strollers at home. However, I did just go stroller shopping myself, and I chose a Bugaboo B3 for upcoming travel. My daughter is going to be about 9 months, right around now, and I think that she's kind of ready to move on, not that she has to, but when we're traveling, to a lighter weight stroller. So, you can see right here, I have the Bugaboo B. I'm going to stand up to show you. And I like how compact it is and small. You do not have to purchase a stroller this expensive just to travel with. There are other strollers. You also don't need a travel stroller at all. Like I said, this would be the first time I would ever be traveling with a small stroller for the most part. I've always traveled with larger strollers. The smallest stroller I ever traveled with was a Mama's and Papa's Armadillo. So, any stroller will travel. You just have to make sure that you have the proper bag for it. So, now I have lots of stuff around me, things that I have really good experiences with. First and foremost, you're gonna see this awesome baby DD pajamas. You're probably like, why do I need pajamas if you're talking about going someplace hot? Well, I personally take very early morning flights with my kids. I take them out of bed at 4 a.m. We get in the car, I put them in their car seats, and we go straight to the airport. So when I get to the airport with my kids, they are wearing their pajamas. I love this because when we get on the plane, they're still in their pajamas, and I change them when we're almost at our destination. And I love this because it's so easy to change my daughter. You just zip the bottom open, the top stays zipped, and the feet come out. When you are on a plane and you are trying to work as fast as you possibly can, you don't want it to be a project. So I really love this. I love that it keeps her warm. I'm traveling in the winter, but going somewhere warm that has summer-like weather. So this keeps her super warm the night before and into the airplane ride. And I highly recommend it. I also recommend it for at home, but with traveling, it's been amazing. The other thing sounds kind of basic, but there are these itsy ritzy travel happens travel bags. They come in many different sizes. They're snack happened and extra large bags, and they open really easy zipper. And the inside features food grade, I believe, food grade PVC, which means that it's safe to put Cheerios in there. But I put like dirty diapers, dirty clothes, anything that I want to keep away from the sand. I have multiple bags in my diaper bag at all times. It's not an expensive item. It's less than $20 for this size. And I definitely recommend having a few of them with you when you travel. This is really cool as well. So this is the Giglio seat liner for your stroller. It stays cold. Yep. So if you're going somewhere warm and you're worried about your little baby sweating, grab one of these, throw it into your stroller. It will stay cold for the duration of your trip. You don't need to put it in a fridge or do anything with it. It just stays cold. It's the way it works. It has really cool crystals on the inside that don't need any, coaxing to stay that way. So I definitely recommend this as well. And I've used that personally. Well, I've used all these items personally. Next is carriers. So I don't necessarily say you have to get an Ergo carrier. I have the Ergo carrier and I love it. I love how easy it is to put on with the Velcro. I love how easy it is to change between my husband's and my settings. But what I'm basically saying is that when you're traveling, it's great to have a carrier with you. My daughter doesn't always want to sit in the stroller, and I don't really want her to. I want to have that, that bonding with her, but sometimes she gets a little heavy for me to just carry around. So having a carrier makes it really easy to do family things together, to see things. Obviously, make sure your baby either has the little hood on or a hat on to protect them from the sun. But I definitely recommend bringing a carrier with you when you travel. Another awesome thing is these Posh Play bibs. I love that they wipe down clean and they're really attractive. When you're traveling, you want to minimize the amount of laundry that you have to do because you're away on vacation and you want to try to do no laundry if that's possible. So these bibs make a great travel item. You can wipe it down, use a little soap, and no need to dry, just dry it with a towel. This is particularly Bugaboo's mosquito net, but you can use any mosquito net depending on the stroller that you have. I picked the Bugaboo mosquito net because I am showing you a Bugaboo stroller. I think that having a mosquito net for your stroller is great. If you go to dinner at night and it's a little buggy out, you want to protect your baby. Maybe mosquito bites aren't so hard for you to deal with, but for a little guy or girl, they're not fun, and you want to protect your little one. So mosquito net is great. And then swaddles. Everybody usually gets swaddles for their baby shower as gifts. I have a crazy collection of swaddles, and I don't even use them only for swaddling. I actually never swaddle my baby with these swaddles. I use something else. These are my little unicorn, and I just recommend bringing 2 or 3 swaddles with you when you travel because they're great for everything. They're great for those blankets at dinner. They're great for extra sun protection by the pool. For a little snuggly time. And if you have 2 or 3 with you, if they get dirty, you can throw them in your laundry bag, and for the duration of your trip, you'll have extras with you, and they don't take up that much space. So I definitely recommend bringing swaddles, and not necessarily for swaddling. As far as cups go, the Zoli is my favorite. This is the Zoli Bot. It's a great cup. It cleans really easy. I only put water in it because I don't want to have to try to clean out the straw. I think cleaning out straws can get a little tricky even with the cleaning kit. So I definitely say, bring if your child's old enough to use a sippy cup, this is a great one. And if not, still a great one for home when they are ready. I also love these Toys by Gummies. They're easy to throw in your bag, whether you're traveling or not. But the reason I chose them for travel is because of how easy they wipe down as well. I have those wipes that are good for pacifiers. So if you throw this in the sand and it gets dirty, you simply rinse it off, or you wipe it off with the wipe, the food grade wipe, and it's clean for the rest of your trip. Like I said, you want to minimize the amount of things that you have to clean that are sort of like a project while you're out traveling. So I think that this is a great item. And the same thing with our pacifier clips. This is my diaper bag at home, and it's also my diaper bag when I travel. It is a 7 a.m. in Font Voyage diaper bag because it is enormous. It fits everything in it. It is great for the airplane. It has tons of compartments. It fits underneath the seat in front of me, and it's great every day if you're going to the beach or the pool. It's amazing. So I recommend this obviously for traveling and for home in the larger size. This is one of my all-time favorites. For children that are already sitting at the table, this is the Inglesina Fast Table Chair. This is a high chair. It will fold down. And it'll go right into this bag that is behind here, that is attached to the underneath. So you can easily throw it in your suitcase, and when you get to your destination, you're gonna open it up, put it on tables. It fits on most tables as long as there isn't a lip, and even some glass tables as long as they're a certain thickness. And you just tighten it up, and it's gonna sit right on. And the reason I recommend this for traveling is because, especially if you go internationally, not every place has high chairs, or not every high chair is as clean as you would like it to be as a parent. So it's nice to know that you have something that you're bringing to the table that's cleanly, and also that your child can sit at the table with. And as well as when you get home, it's really easy to take off the fabric and throw that fabric in the wash. I use this at home for restaurants, but I probably use it more than anything when we're on vacation. Definitely recommend it. It's great. And then one of my absolute favorite items is this product by Kidco. It's called the Go Pod. So you're probably like, what is this? It is really cool because look how it folds up. Oops. Where's my thing? It folds up almost like an umbrella, and it has a travel bag that it goes right into. So when you get to where you're going, you open it up, turn it forward. There's these nifty little loops on it, so you can hang toys, an area for cups or other toys, and you can put your baby in it. It has 2 heights depending on how tall they are. So if you're on the beach or by a pool, it's a great place to put an infant in that isn't really walking, or you don't feel safe letting them walk around, but you want to have somewhere for them to sit. I've used this with both my kids from about 4 months till about 1 year on all the trips that we took. It's probably one of my favorite products from over the years, and I highly recommend this as well. It's also good, obviously, when you're at home. And like I said, a lot of these products are great for when you're at home as well. So, basic gist of it. Get a seat for your child if you can on the airplane. Make sure you get a travel bag for your fancy stroller. You don't want that getting broken up. And then pick and choose the items that work for you for the type of trip that you're going on. You want to protect your child with, from the sun. You want to give them comfort, and you want to make it as easy as you can make it for yourself to wash things and to have what you need while you're there without too much hassle. And I think that will make your trip a better trip. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Vanessa Antonelli from Nestle Baby, and you can get any of these items at nestlebaby.com or calling either of our stores located in New Jersey at 732-431-0008.